Alright boys, de Klerk here with the Solo Adventurers. Um, Currently I am just outside of Memel, about 40 kilometers from my final destination. I stopped to do a refill at Memel and search for a toilet, but didn't find a toilet. At least I got a refill, and the hotel and restaurant were closed, so no food for me until I make it myself. So far everything's looking good. It's a bit warm, but no complaints. Everything's still holding up. The bike still looks good. The helmet looks good. The clothes look good. So I will talk to you in a few minutes, probably few hours. Alright guys, dis alweer de Klerk hierso met die Solo Adventure Boys. Ek sien so nou seker halfpad op die grondpad, maar ek het hier 'n lekker challenge vir my. Bietjie moet deur 'n dam ry. Daar's hy. So ja, sien julle net nou. Alright, de Klerk here with the Solo Adventure Boys. The route's going good. I came down from there, coming over, it was a bit bumpy, and I felt something hit my leg. And I saw my bottle fell out, so it took quite a big hit. From what I can see, it's leaking, but I think I can fix it. The bike's holding up well, otherwise rest of the route to go, probably 10 k's. Right, de Klerk here with I think log 3 or 4. I am at the camping spot. There is the bike, and now I just have to set up. I still could not find the manager of the farm, but that's okay. I'll just set up and then I'll go look for him again. As you can see, I was drenched in sweat, but it was a lekker ride. Right, kamp is opgeslaan. Ek het vir my proteinbaartjie, omdat die hotel toe was, so ek kon nie geëet het vroeër nie, so ek kap 'n proteinbar. Anders gaan ek met 'n bietjie min kos wees vir hierdie 2 dae. En dan ja, hierso is die kamp. Daarso is die bike, helmet en goed, my broek en my baadjie word bietjie droog en my kouse. Langs die tent, die boots laat hulle ook bietjie droog word, en dan hierso is die view in die tent, my bed. Al my sakke, my skoene, ja, onder die bed. Ja, so, huis vir die volgende 2 dae. I had to trek up a mountain for reception, so I'm quite like nice and high now, altitude wise, just to get some reception. Yeah, you can see down there is a house, and then it makes a bit of a creek, and then that's where I'm camping tonight and tomorrow. But it's a nice view out here, lots to see, and I'll go take a swim. But first I have to walk about 2.5 to 3 kilometers back to the campsite so that I can get my water sorted. I filled up one of my bottles with some water from the river, so now I'll just have to boil it and make sure that boil and filter the water so that I don't have the shits tomorrow. Okay, I'm here at the river. I found a nice spot where the water has been flowing for about 500 meters or so, and I was just inspecting if there's any dead animals or anything in the water, but I could not find anything. So I think this quick flowing part of the river will be a good place to fill up some water bottles. So I'll fill them up, and then back at camp I will still boil and filter the water. Although I think there won't be any problem with just drinking this water. Rather be safe than sorry. Okay, so now I'm back at camp. and I'm going to be purifying water through a water filter straw, like a big one. Shout out to Kyle Vazaleski, one of my buddies, for giving it to me. So important thing to remember, even though you filter your water, you still want to boil it afterwards, because the filter takes out most of the, well, hopefully all of the sediment and pieces of things, but you still have to boil it to kill any bacteria that could be in the water. So first filter, then boil. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm using the motorcycle and one of my socks to raise it up, because in this filter you can screw a bottle into it. Then I'm going to catch it into my my pan so that I can boil it after it's drained. Okay, so you'll see with these filters, the first time you filter through, the water will be a bit black at the beginning. So just filter a bit without catching it, because it's a charcoal filter, so that's just some of the charcoal powder coming out. But as you can see, the bottle is elevated and it has a stream of water coming out, and I'm catching it in here. And also make sure to puncture a hole somewhere in your bottle so that the air can come from the top, so that it doesn't create a vacuum, otherwise no water will be flowing out. Okay, so now I've got the water boiling, 330 mils. It doesn't sound like a lot, but 330 mils is a lot, and at least I have a big spare stock, so this is just a precautionary measure. After the water has boiled and cooled down, you can start pouring it over, still using something like a shemach when you throw it out, so the water can filter through something. So if anything was remaining after the charcoal filter and the boil, anything flew into the water while it was boiling, you won't be throwing it into your cup now. Hydration is key. So before I made my supper, I thought I'd come for a swim, and I found a cool spot where you can jump off. So give me a minute or two and I'll run around and to jump off.
A few moments later.
So I have started making my lunch, my dinner. I am going to make minute mash with 2 pork chops. So I got the system rigged so that my water is boiling at the bottom, and on top I will be cooking my pork chops. Double setup, because my 1 gas canister is not compatible with my burning system, so I have to preserve gas. So we will see how good this turns out. Okay, so the smash went much quicker than I anticipated, because I did not think about the fact that it would the water would boil quicker, because of me having a lid over it. I think my fire just went out. No, it did not. So the smash is finished, so I might eat that already, and then I'm still waiting for my pork chop, and I have another one as well. I thought it was 1 big pork chop, but it's 2 pork chops. And here comes a dog. Okay, I've given in. The smash was looking too good, and I've started eating it, and it is too good. And the first pork chop isn't even done yet. Even the little one is tired of waiting for the pork chop. Okay, first pork chop eaten up, and we now have another visitor. 2 blue wheelers. Second pork chop cooking up. First one was lekker. Now I am ready to eat another one. Strange dogs. Okay, so second pork chop is done, and I don't know if I'm imagining it, but I think I heard some thunder. So I'll be on the ready to put the rain cover on the tent. I'll give it another 5 minutes or so. The clouds to the east are still nice and open. To the west, it looks like it's coming together a bit, but I'm not worried just yet. If the thunder noises persist though, then I'll definitely have to set up the rain sail for the tent, because no one likes it to be wet. Alright, so it's not even 8 o'clock yet. It is 7:50, and I'm in the tent. It's pitch dark outside, and I had to put over the rain sail because the thunder was persisting. But as soon as I was finished putting it over, the thunder stopped. Rather safe than sorry still. And I was freaked out because the dog was barking at something the entire time, and now the dog is gone. The barking has stopped. So I have my protection knife right here. It's quite hot in the tent. I opened all the windows and the side doors of the rain sail because I knew it would be hot in here. So let's hope it cools down a bit, and I think I might read a few chapters from a book, and then I'll go to bed. See you again tomorrow. Okay, so it looks like my fears might come true. I'm seeing more and more white flashes from the west, and the wind is also blowing from the west to the east. It's also getting colder. One of the dogs is laying at the side of my tent, so I'm not freaked out anymore. But I think I might be in for a rainy evening. Okay, so you could probably hear the thunder and the wind. Luckily, as I said, the wind is coming from the west, blowing to the east, and the tree line and a bunch of bushes are to the west of me. So the tent isn't experiencing a lot of wind. I can hear the wind still in the tree line. Sometimes the tent catches a bit of wind, but the most of the time I'm sorted. What you can mainly hear though and feel, you can feel the raindrops. Now you can hear them. I just closed all the side sails and stuff now as well. Luckily I put the rain tent sail on. I did not want to be doing this while it was raining, but I think there's gonna be a storm tonight, so we'll see how much sleep I can get.
The next day.
Okay, good morning. Start of day 2. The evening or the night wasn't too bad. I woke up a few times because of the thunder or the dog scraping against the tent, but all in all, not too bad. It did get a bit colder through the evening, so I ended up in the sleeping bag with thermals on, but nothing too major. All in all, a good night's rest for camping, for on a stretcher. So going to head to the river to make a nice breakfast and drink a lekker coffee. So de Klerk with the solo adventure with my buddies, 2 dogs, Wolfie and Tiny. Already ate my bacon, but I have to show you, it doesn't look perfect, but I made the Outdoor Boys bread with honey butter, so I will give it a try now. The dough was a bit sour today, but that's fine. Here it goes. it's good. I can see why Luke likes it so much. And here's the view. I've had the entire morning. So all in all, good breakfast. Behold, the dog picker upper will now appear. I've come on a trek or on a hike, and I'm about 4 k's in out of 10. But I'm here at a nice viewpoint. I had to hop a fence to get here, but it's worth it. Although I'm probably not allowed to be here, still no worries. And I've got Tiny Dog with me, Bluey 1, Bluey 2, and Wolf. So at least I have some company today. On our way back now, and I have to add my mark to the tower. Bluey 2 is a bit tired, the old man, but we're almost at a creek where you can find some water. Bluey 1 playing in the shade. Wolfie is right next to me, and I am not sure where Tiny Dog is coming from the back. We're almost at the creek, then we'll stop for water and a snack. Welcome to Jurassic Park. I came up the mountain to see what the clouds are looking like, and I can hear a rumbling of thunder, so it might be another wet night, but maybe we'll strike lucky. The wind is still going east to west, west to east, and the clouds are south of me, so maybe, just maybe, it will pass without bothering me tonight. So when trying to light my gas burner to make me a meal for tonight, I noticed my starter was gone, and the only other place I used it today was at breakfast by the waterfall. So me and Bluey 2 quickly made a journey, and we found the culprit. Ta-da! Still laying here. Don't know how I missed it. I triple checked when I left that I didn't leave anything behind, but here it is, still working. Okay. So I just finished making noodles and soup. So I guess it's chicken noodle soup without the chicken. And now I am boiling some water so that I can make coffee, and the thunder is rolling in again, so I guess it's gonna be another wet night. Okay, de Klerk here from Solo Adventure. It is currently 25 to 7 and I'm already in the tent because, as you can hear, it is pouring down like a hard. So looks like tonight will be an early night. The sun is still shining, that is why the light in here is so good tonight. But yes, it will be an early night. Okay, so it is now 7:30 and the rain has gone. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a bright sunshiny day yet, but I can hear the thunder moving to the east. Once again, the wind was coming from the west, and I was protected from the wind by the shrubbery to the west of me. So giving myself a pat on the back. Good choice of camping spot and setup and everything. So I will now quickly just go check if there's nothing to check. Everything to be inside is inside. So maybe I'll start packing some of my things, but I think I might just read a few chapters and then go to bed. See you tomorrow.
The next day.
Last morning here at Moorfield, and it was quite rainy last night. I think 3 or 4 times that it started to rain again. The dogs were trying to get into the tent. I was getting condensation in the inside of the tent, but it's all good. The sun is now shining on the tent so it can dry out. I took some things out of the bike so the wind can pass out of the tent, so the wind can pass through the tent better. And now I'm quickly gonna run down to the river to have my last breakfast, and then I will go take a shower and a dump and then a shower, and then I will be packing up. Okay, done showering. Now it is time to get that back in there, and then we ride. So, all geared up, ready to go. It's about 30 k's dirt road and then tar all the way home. So 3 hours more or less. Okie dokes. So de Klerk here with probably my last video for solo adventure in Memel. As you can see, I'm back on the tarmac, looking at a nice view of a herd of cattle. The road was a bit more rough than it was when I came, seeing as I think we can thank the rain. The first night's bit of rain and yesterday's heavy rain. I didn't even make a video this morning, but we had 4 or 5 times where the rain stopped for a while and it came again. So yes, a lot of mud, but it was lekker. So this is probably me signing off. Stay hungry.